find my record button. There we go. Alrighty, ladies, welcome back. Part 2. When I was on the break, the kids thought I was done, and I was like, oh no, honeys, we are not done yet. Okay, so this is got a little belly band on there. Sorry, I gotta just pin myself here so I can see myself bigger. So this slides off, and your card folds like this. Okay. Boom, boom, boom. So I'm going to put that aside. So you have 3 score lines. You're going to start with the one in the middle, and you're just going to fold that in. And it is not meant to line up, so don't freak out. Okay, so you're going to fold down that middle one, and then you're going to have one side that's longer than the other. Okay. Everybody got me?
Yeah.
Okay, so then this top one is going to go backwards. Like that. Okay. And then this little one on the side is also going to come backwards here. Or I guess that one's coming forwards. Okay. And that's the whole basis for this card. Now we just decorate. Is it like infinitely easier than the last one?
Yes.
Everyone's okay now? We don't hate me anymore? All right. Okay. So now we're going to, like I said, we're going to decorate. Now, did I forget to give everyone this white piece?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes. Yep. No
Okay,
white piece.
Just a white piece. I'm sorry. I just was looking at my paper, not knowing where it is. It's just a white piece. We're going to do the pretty stuff. So your
What
biggest
size
paper,
is the white piece?
pardon me?
What size is the white
What
piece?
size is the white piece? I will measure that for you really fast, and I will let you know. She is 4 by 5 1/4. So standard mat size, 4 by 5 1/4. You could also leave it out too, because it is light enough that you can just write right on here. My apologies for forgetting that. I made the pieces for the kit when it was closed and I forgot. Okay, so we're going to start decorating. You want your multi-floral. Well, I guess you can choose whatever size you want. This piece, your biggest piece, is going to go on this flap here. And I see, oh, here we go. Another mistake. I am on a roll. Is everyone else's too big too?
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay, so you're going to take your paper cutter out. Oh gosh.
How much trimming?
We are going to trim off. It is 3 1/2 and it's supposed to be 3 1/4. So you're trimming off 1/4 inch. So just a little snippet. Yep. 1/4 inch off. And people say they can't do my job. Look at this, guys. You're all doing my job. Getting my cords in my way. Okay. So this piece goes here. And then this piece here is empty. Then when you fold that piece forwards, that's where the purple one goes. Or you could do the other floral, depending on what you like. Okay. Then this part is empty. And then when you fold it this way, that's your littlest strip. Okay. So again, you can choose whatever pattern you fancy. Okay. This little piece that you cut off that's extra, you could also put on the inside to decorate the inside if you'd like. Okay, I usually save these pieces. I don't tend to throw them away because I'll just add them to the card. Okay, so there's a little bonus. Give me a okay if you're ready to do the next step, or if you still need a second. I got one thumb, so sorry, Sherry. Guess we're waiting. I've got two thumbs now.
It's okay. I was slowing everybody down last one, so.
That's okay. It's all good. We gotta all take turns here. Okay. So with belly bands, I find it's easiest not to score them. If you score them, they tend to go on too tight and they don't slide easily on and off. So I'm going to show you how I did mine. So I started with my long strip of the green, and I just put that underneath, kind of centered-ish. Doesn't matter if it's not perfectly centered, but like just kind of eyeball it. And then you're just going to fold it up. Okay. And then you see how mine's a little shife here? You want to just make sure that when you're folding it up, that they line up. Okay. And then I just did a little push with my fingers. I didn't even use my bone folder because I don't want that to be super crisp. So if you notice on mine, it kind of stays curved, and that's what helps make it slide on and off really easy. And you'll also notice mine has a pearl on the inside that got stuck there. I just left it. Haven't even fixed that mistake yet either. So it's just hanging out inside there. Okay, so you just have it folded there. This sentiment piece is going to cover that seam, so don't worry about that seam. That's why I put it at the front and not at the back. So then it's all smooth at the back. So, and then I'm just going to take my adhesive and I'm going to just put a couple strips here. If you want to use sticky strip or anything like that, you can use this. You can use whatever you like. Okay. And then just make sure that the sides line up so that that part's straight. Okay. Then we're going to do the same process for the purple. You're just going to lay that underneath. Okay. Fold up. Fold up. Okay. And then,
You want to glue it to the bottom piece too, or just to the other end?
no, just to the other end. Because it's on there pretty tight, it's not going to move. And then once we put our sentiment on, like it's going to stay put.
Okay.
Okay. So I didn't glue it to the bottom at all. I'm just noticing that my edges are coming up quite a bit. So I'm just going to go over this with my bone folder because I don't think I did that the first time I folded them to get that to sit a little flatter. Okay.
Mine's a little loose.
All right. Ready for the sentiment part?
So
Okay. So this, both pieces are going to have dimensionals. So I'm going to start with my oval. And I'm doing 3 kind of just willy-nilly. No exact method to my madness here. Okay. So this is going to go onto your shape here. Okay. And then on the back one, just be mindful that it hangs over a little bit. So don't put dimensionals too far to the top and the bottom. You want to keep them a little bit more towards the middle. Otherwise, those dimensionals will overhang the edges. Okay, so about like this. Okay, everybody's good with that? And turn it over. Okay, and then this is just going to go onto your belly band, kind of centered, and then it should slide nicely. Okay, and then I just had stuck on my, sorry, I'm going to stick this back on my original. I have some pearls on here. So you can use your pearls if you have some of these in color ones left from a previous class. I think I had given you a couple at a previous class. You can use those as well. I'm using some of these green ones. This is the soft succulent. But the pearls look lovely too. So would rhinestones. Just for a little bit of bling. I like a little bling on my cards. Oh, good job, Amanda. Looks good.
Thank you.
Done. Heather, I'm sure you're done already too. Not quite.
What?
What? Good
I'm
job,
finished.
Beth. That's all done.
Wow.
Kid needed some Kleenex.
Okay, okay. I was getting
Not so
excited
loud.
here.
So loud. All right.
I'm just finishing up my dimensionals.
Hey, one sec. Ollie's having a meltdown downstairs, so I can just help with that. Oliver, you can have some time at home with Daddy first, okay? Tomorrow before you go to Yaya's. All right, crisis averted. Okay, ready to go?
Yep.
Numeral trois. All right, now we're gonna do the early espresso one, the brown one.
Coffee.
Also very not complicated. Here's hoping.
There.
I've made a mistake on every card so far, so here's hoping this one is good. So this is a gatefold, but it's got kind of like the double side. So the only thing we really need to be careful about is that we are leaving equal spacing between these three pieces so that they line up nicely. So your card has two score lines, so you're just going to hold both of them to the inside. Okay. Here's my bone folder to get that nice and crisp, hopefully. All right. So this time I did not forget your inside. So I'm going to do that part first, and then I can just focus on my outside. So this just gets centered on the inside, like so. Okay. All right. So next I am going to line up my colored pieces. So I have my Bermuda Bay on the top and the bottom, and this is crushed curry in the middle. And then I had cookies on the bottom, chocolate in the middle, and coffee on the top. Okay. And these just get attached with your regular adhesive.
I want this stamp set.
It's cool. It's so fun. And it has
Okay.
dies for all the different shapes. Super fun.
Awesome. So many people I could give this card to.
Okay. So those are your three pieces. You'll have a separate little coffee cup that I've die cut for you. That just goes on there with one dimensional on the back. And then you'll have your little steam stamp. So I kind of just stuck it kind of however you want it on your card. And then before you do any gluing, I would highly suggest again that you lay things out so that you can get your correct spacing between all 3 pieces. Okay. You should have kind of equal borders all the way around. That. Just someone yell at me if I'm going too fast, okay? Don't be shy. Everybody's so quiet.
Concentrate.
Okay. Okay. So then just being mindful that you don't want to put glue on the whole thing because you will glue your card shut. So you want to alternate what sides the glue goes on. So your coffee one, you're going to glue on the left, your chocolate on the right, and your cookies again on the left. Okay. And then only going about halfway. Okay. And I just leave my other ones in place so that I don't lose my spacing. Okay. So just gluing about halfway. Glued a little too far on my curry one. So I'm just using an adhesive eraser just to pull up that extra adhesive so it doesn't get all sticky and wrecked there. Okay. Does anybody else have one of these, Sherry? I know you have a Creative Memories one, right?
Yeah.
Anybody
do.
else have something like this?
Yeah.
I don't even think this is a Stampin' Up one.
I had one, but it has gone missing.
Yes. So it's a fantastic little handy tool. Also use it quite a bit when scrapbooking because I get adhesive kind of everywhere. Okay, so if that's the only mistake I made on this whole card, I'm going to take that as a win, guys. Amanda, you're good?
I'm good.
Awesome. Okay. So super easy. This one's just called the double gatefold. You can do it with pretty much any sentiments. You could do 3 different pieces of designer series paper would be really pretty. Lots of different ways you can use this.
What's the name of the stamp set?
This one is, I think it's called Love You More. Let me just pull it out here. Oh, no. The stamp set is Nothing's Better Than,
Okay.
and the dies are Love You More.
Oh,
That's
okay.
the stamp set, Amanda. And the dies have like the different shapes and then the different words. So
Excellent.
super
good.
fun little set. I've had it for a while and this was the first time I cracked it open. I tried to do that this time. Same with the, I hadn't used this set yet either. This is the Pansy set. What's it called? Pansy Punch. That's where that sentiment's from. Try to use new stuff.
It's
That
a
was-
good thing there's a glass of wine on there because I know Angela would appreciate that.
Yes. Yeah. Okay. Everyone's good? Okay, see,
Yep.
now we're cooking, we're moving. Look at us, we only got one left.
Woo.
All
Those
right,
are-
so this is where some of you will have a different one. So some of you will have a purple one that looks like this when it's done. And some of you will have a green one. I have the green one here now, so that we didn't get totally lost when we're trying to explain things. Hello, little lady. Are you getting ready for bed? You can go brush up your teeth.
What's that thing?
That's called an adhesive eraser.
I'm not reading it.
Okay, mommy has to finish her last one, okay? You
What?
go get ready for
What's
bed.
that?
It's an eraser.
Oh.
Don't worry about it. Okay, my dears. This one is a really fun one too. It looks more complicated than it is. Can you hear her hacking? Oh my goodness.
Yep.
Yep.
Kiddo. Okay, so you can pull all your pieces aside. You will have, this is your base, and then this is your kind of like that little second fold here. So on your base, you're going to fold it in half. So again, you will have the green. What is the green? And then this one you're going to fold backwards. So this is a pretty standard fun fold card. I just added the little extra inside piece to it just to kind of jazz her up. Okay, so that's the basic fold. So it's just a standard size card where the front is folded back. Okay, so this would be your standard card. Front is folded back. Okay, this piece is essentially the same thing. It has all the same score lines. It's just cut in half. Okay, and you're going to do the same thing. You're going to fold it in half and then fold it backwards. So it makes the exact same thing. We're just going to flip it around when we put it on our card. But we won't do that yet because we have to decorate this part first. Okay, everybody's got those folded?
Yep.
Close enough. Okay, so we are going to start with the floral pieces. So again, you'll either have these ones or you'll have the ones with the purple in them. And if you want to switch them so that you have the monotone on the big one and you have this one on here, that's fine too. Sorry, Emily's printing something now. Okay, so you just decide now if you want to do it like this or if you want to do it like that. Okay. So I think I'm gonna, yep, I'm gonna switch. Yep, I'm gonna switch mine. Just because we can. Okay, so far, ladies, that's cut right. Should probably not jinx myself.
Knock on wood.
Okay, so that goes on that part. And then when you have your card open flat, this is going to go on this side here. Okay, so you're going to have a pattern and then an empty piece and a pattern so that when it's closed, you have the same thing. Okay.
Well, I meant to do the green part. I guess I accidentally chose the flowers. It is kind of interesting how it lined up totally unintentionally.
Yep. All right. So now when you take your card, it was like this. You're going to have to kind of mess around with how you're turning it, but I will show you how it works. So when you have it open, your long piece is going to go onto that double flap here. So essentially it goes flat, like it's like this, but it's now I have it flat. So this center score line here is going to line up with your center score line on your card. Does that make sense? So then your edges are going to line up here and your edges is going to line up here. It's the same length. Okay, so you want to put that kind of in the middle. We're not gluing anything yet, unless Heather's already done. I just want to get it lined up. So then if you hold it on the two edges and you fold it, then you'll see how it goes. Everybody trying that out before we glue? Heather's already done. Do.
Okay.
There's a bow on here.
There's a bow,
Bit of
but
an
it's
issue.
easy. Okay, so now I'm going to flip this over and I want to glue this little square flap. Oops. Okay, I'm going to do that part first. That goes all the way flush to the side. Then when I'm gluing this one, I'm going to close it because I only want to glue on this part. I don't want to glue here because then it's not going to open. So I'm going to use this as my guide so I know where my adhesive needs to be. Okay, so this fold line is lining up with the side of this paper and this flips up to line up with the outside edge. Okay. So it's essentially the exact same thing. We just flipped it around. Okay. So now I'm going to add my decorative pieces. So I did the stripes here. So now I'm going to put the florals up. So that piece goes here. So one goes here. That one goes there. Okay. Oh, I like that. Stripes are fun.
For those interesting. By the thumbnail. But to me though, I accidentally did one for that.
Everybody's really quiet again.
Making sure I get it straight.
Yes. Yeah. I like that this one just lines up with the sides, so then it's easy to keep it straight because you're just
Yeah.
making it all flush with the sides. And that score line is all flush. So like it can literally fold like that. So, okay, we got 10 minutes left. We can do this, ladies.
Yep.
There's not much left to do. So this is going to be the same process that we did for this one. It's going to have dimensionals under both layers. So I usually start with the sentiment part first. This one I'm just going to do 2 because it's not so big. Okay. Let's just get centered on here. These sentiments are from the same sentiment pack that, or the dies I use every single class because they're my absolute favorite. So if you don't have these ones, I would highly suggest getting them now because they are on sale. These are my most highly used ones because you guys know I use them at every single class on more than one card. So they're called this Stitch So Sweetly. My favorite ones because they fit most any sentiments and they just add a lot of nice details. Okay, so I use them on that one. I use them on this one. I use them a lot. Okay,
There's
this piece
certainly on my
is
wish list.
also going to have dimensionals. So I'm going to do 4 on that one. It doesn't overhang anywhere, so it doesn't really matter where they go. Okay. And this one I put, so if you fold it up, this is your center line. So I kind of lined it up so it's centered. Sorry, I didn't line it up so it's centered. I moved it over a little bit so that I had room for my ribbon on the side.
I was just
Go
gonna ask.
center and then go a little left. Okay, it goes down there. And then when it pops up a little bit on its own, this little hole here is where you're going to thread your ribbon through. Okay, if you don't want to do a bow, you can just do a knot.
Come on, Heather, you want to do a bow?
It's done.
Woo! Very nice.
Well done. Look at you and your cute little perky bow.
Lily will steal that card. It's purple.
What?
Said Lily will steal that card. It's purple.
It's even the Highland Heather color.
I know.
Oh,
Beautiful. I don't use that color enough. I
I'm
try
not a big
to like
purple fan.
use
I just
colors
like
I don't use as much, and I try to use sets I haven't really used. And
I just like the paper because it had my name.
well, of course, there was a paper named after me. I'd have it too. Oh, see, and Amanda did hers opposite as me, right?
oh, I did.
You
Okay,
did
well,
the
it wasn't on
floral in
purpose.
the back. Well, I had done the floral on the background on this one, so
Yeah.
I thought I would switch it up.
Oh, see, I meant to do the way you were doing it, and then I accidentally, did this. But looks
That's
good.
fine. They both
Yep.
look good.
Yeah, they do.
My strings are too long here on my ribbon. I gotta just trim these guys up.
Yeah, it's a cute one.
There we go. And then I did add 2 little pearl accents here, just in that little tip. I think those are the medium pearls.
Where did you add them?
Give me 1 sec. I'm just trying to poke one off here. So right here in that little tip,
Okay.
can you see that?
I'm sure that I bought pearls, but I don't know where they went.
Is that not the case all the time? My
Yeah,
things in
definitely
my
found-
office keep growing 2 feet and running away, mostly with Anna. She sees
I don't
all the
even have
pretty
that
things
excuse yet.
and takes off with them. So there we go. So they're just like in those little corners
Yep.
there.
I went with whatever pearl gems I had.
There you go. That
Okay.
works.
Lost that one.
That works too.
There, ta-da, done.
Okay, so now that we have survived the first card and all the debacles, maybe we should have left it till the end. Maybe then I would have not made so many mistakes, but that's okay. So everyone's favorite. Pick your favorite. I'm gonna put all mine on my screen here, hopefully. There we go. Amanda?
My favorite?
Yeah.
Well, I thought the first one was a lot of fun in terms of that being my favorite. And
Okay.
as in terms of what says on there, the coffee one.
Yeah.
Okay,
coffee
awesome.
one, fine.
Okay, so Heather, you like this one the best?
I like the coffee one, yeah.
Okay, awesome. Cassandra?
I like the sympathy card.
Yeah. Okay, Bev?
I
Still thinking
like the one with the tree.
the tree.
I
Okay,
do.
okay.
I
Sherry?
really like
Yeah.
the sympathy card.
You win. And Dana? You're on mute, honey. You gotta show it or turn your mic on.
Well, I guess I have been the whole time. Last time I turned it off right away. I don't want to break the tie here.
Ties all across.
Well, pick something else.
They're all nice. I don't know. I like the paper on the tree ones the best. Like 'cause
Okay.
I like the what are these leaf ones?
Oh, okay. I
I really like
that.
the pattern on there.
Yeah,
Um,
she did different
but
ones.
they're all pretty fun.
Mhm.
Okay. So,
It's amazing how just folding makes a card more interesting without actually adding anything special.
well,
to
yeah,
it.
because a lot of them, like other than this one, like this one's a totally different style, but for the most
Yeah.
part, it's a regular size card base
Yeah.
folded a bit differently. This one is a longer
Okay.
base. But yeah, like for the most part, they're simple. Like I tried to keep them really simple so that you guys didn't get super mad at me, but I just really wanted to do this one because
Yeah.
I kept seeing it pop up everywhere. And then I
Mhm.
thought to myself, well, I just wanted to try it for me selfishly. So then I was like, well, then we're just going to do it for the class because
Well, I'm glad you did. I
Okay.
think receiving cards that are not just, a piece of paper folded in half are so much fun.
yes. And it's fun to do something different than just like a folded in half card. Like there's a
Yeah.
place for that too, right? But like now that we've all been doing this for a while, it's nice to do something different. So that's
Agreed.
why I thought to have a class like this.
Mhm.
And then this card just kicked me in the butt today. So it's really not complicated, but you just like you really need to lay it out and then think about it before you glue it to get it going. So I think the third time I did it, I'd probably nail it. So the first time it was a little tricky still too. And then it really bugs me that bends, but
There,
That's
got
okay.
my white piece in.
there you go. See, Heather fixed my other mistake there. So she's good.
I had a bunch of white paper out because I was making the Christmas cards for the teachers.
Oh, can I hire you?
No, I
Flip
made
around
six.
here.
I made 16 of them. Not doing that again.
Oh my word.
Although Lily is pro at the Big Shot now.
Yes, I have
Wow.
taught my kids as well how
Yeah.
to cut things for me. Because
Very good at it.
it's helpful to have a mini helper.
Yeah.
I wish I could trust my boys with the cutter.
Well, no, just the Big Shot. I just let her touch the Big Shot, but
Yeah.
I set it up and then she runs it through.
Runs it through, yeah.
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 It was painstaking making 15 of them. But
Yeah.
But of course, I was walking around asking the teachers like cats or dogs, because I did some with cats and some with dogs.
Yeah, because you don't want to give a dog person a cat card, right, Santa?
Yeah, so,
That's
so
right.
I had 9 teachers that wanted dogs, 6 wanted cats.